3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's Isabella open on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Come on, set, 30 base.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set 61, match box right.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He's got his man, Gates. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Jones got his man, Robbie Anderson, and he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's once again complete to Chark. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Ready. Hustle, hustle.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. approaching the 21. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And that's complete to Gates. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Another tote for Etienne, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Go now. 60 all. General West. Hey, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Sharks got it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On
on the counter. Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. 18 game. Recon. 132 final.
Etienne. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get this. Check smash. Check smash. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this.
This one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 45, Panthers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.